Alrighty. Good morning. We're gonna check out a printf. What was it? King of Cannons episode 8 and 9. He put them together. Oh, there's probably two. Okay, there's probably two games. Let's check it out. And good morning, guys, or good night.
For another episode of.
Let's see. Oh, it's versus Vabu. Number 5's a chill dude. I met him at DreamHack. Very chill. Very kickback. Cool dude. He plays Zerg. He plays all three races, but he plays Zerg as his main race of choice. And he doesn't mind getting his hands dirty into a little bit of weird. So it should be fun. Two dirty players.
The King of Cannons up here in the top left-hand side, representing some science shit and spreadsheet users everywhere. It is printf, the master of Excel. Remember, guys, if you think you're a tryhard at StarCraft, watch printf stream and how he records literally everything in a spreadsheet, and then you can be happy. Oh my god,
I don't know. I'm sure there's other reasons why he likes doing the spreadsheet. I mean, it's a good way to, maybe if you could analyze, but the replays, you can't analyze the replays because they get messed up every time there's a patch. Every time there's a new patch, you can't watch your replays. It sucks that you can't save your replays and actually watch them. So that's not really something that would be beneficial on the what's it, spreadsheet. He does put a lot of details on some of the things that he's facing on the spreadsheet, but the game changes, units change, and so because of that, the setup changes. So I'm not sure how much time within he uses a spreadsheet, because I think it's only the majority of it's valid only until the next patch, or until the next big patch. But maybe it's just a habit. He just likes doing that for any kind of come back and look into it. His own little Wikipedia, his own personal Wikipedia. But I just don't know if, being that the replays get erased, you can't really go back and get too much detail. He does put why he lost. So being that he plays early game, really early game, one base all in, he can kind of go into at least an average of filtering the reasons why you lose one particular race. I do see that a benefit, being how printf is very detailed. But some of the stuff, the win ratio, I guess it's just to kind of see what he needs to work on more. I just feel like some of these things that he puts on there, you should know just by memory. You shouldn't allow a spreadsheet to remember for you, or else you're gonna tell your brain to not remember at all. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got it on a spreadsheet. You don't have to think about it. I'll come back to it. I feel like you're the way, if you adopt a spreadsheet, it sounds cool and it sounds organized, but I think you still need to make sure that your brain does the spreadsheet. You should be able to feel which matchup you don't have the best against, or which build really doesn't do really good. I feel like your own personal brain is the best spreadsheet. And the moment that you give somebody else the role, your brain eventually is gonna say, "Well, I don't need to remember all this stuff." You're gonna put it on the spreadsheet, and and we're gonna look at it later if we do. But I feel like we tell our brain, don't worry about it, don't think about it, don't memorize it, don't, we got it. um, so yeah, I like to make sure I remember. As I just need to keep remembering, reminding, go back to replays. Tell myself, and do it enough times for myself to understand it. So that's the only thing, but it is good to kind of have as temporary, little notes here and there. Like if you want your replays for every patch, every time there's a new season, a new patch, then you just kind of start from fresh. If the patch is like big on the changes, but if they're not too big, then you can keep going with that spreadsheet on why you lost, what were you doing at the time, so you can filter them for sure. But at the same time, you want to make sure you're also like letting your brain do all that for you. Spreadsheets are for references in future. Maybe his brain takes it in and at the review. Yeah, possibly. I mean, Printf is a very smart dude, so it could be, he just, that's an extra, could be that's just like an extra tool that he uses on top of, how his brain thinks and memorizes and retains, because he does do a lot of detail. So when you do that, your brain definitely is practicing a lot of memory. So maybe just like I said, like a season per season, maybe that's what he does. Let's see.
Got food coming into shop.
Pylon's in a good spot.
These Vietnamese rolls.
You want to have that pylon there, especially if you're dealing with Terran. But in this case, we're dealing with Protoss.
Oh my god, there's actually some.
That's a decent spot. I kind of like the front spot for Protoss, and the only reason why is because sometimes you are dealing with the cannon rusher, and if you're gonna go cannon rush yourself, you want to make sure that you have the pylon in a good spot. And most of the time, a cannon rusher will cannon rush the bottom of your main, being that the way that this is, where printf is on top left. If the cannon rusher comes from the bottom up, you want to have a pylon ready to go to make a cannon. If since you're already going cannon rush. So I this pylon's good for a Terran, for the Reapers, but this pylon's not very good here for a Protoss. I mean, unless you're expecting him to make it at the top, but I put it at the bottom, expecting the bottom part because you don't know. But once you find out something's going on, by the time the probe goes up here, you're already sus. So the moment he puts a pylon up, you put a pylon up, because he's not going to just put one. He's going to put like 4 to wall up somewhere, or 3 to wall up somewhere. So if you're going cannon rush, the second pylon could be just up here the moment he even thinks about doing it somewhere, because then you could put a pylon here, he has to put 3, and then you just make a cannon. You'll be able to get through his cannon. So yeah, so if you're a Protoss versus Protoss, this one I would recommend at the bottom, like right here. And then this one will be your secondary if you see any kind of shenanigans being done up here. The moment something, the moment that probe farts, weird, you put that pylon up.
Greens in there as well, and a big container of hoisin, yeah? Tell your mom I say thanks.
Hey, little gray cells, you damn right. You want those neurons to do their job.
Wants to feed me. It's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Dot's mom.
Tip my hand.
Down here on the bottom right-hand side, representing people that get rooted.
What is this? Okay. All right. We're going to look at it again. Okay, so basically, do a little bit of, for people that don't know, this gateway, you're gonna notice a lot of times, especially like when the mana videos, the mana cannon rushers, you'll notice that the gateway is not here. You don't want to put the gateway right here, because that creates a wall right here, right? So we don't want that. So what people end up doing, they'll get this gateway and they'll put it right here, right? they'll put that right here. That means when the probe comes in, you would have to wall up like 2 right here. And then you'd have to wall up this one right here. It'd be too much resources off the bat to just go in there and try to create something. He would have to make his own 3 pylon. He would have to make it, somehow he'd have to make it right here, right here, and right here. Make his own, right? Um, which sometimes they could try to do that, but then it's not the best, position, and you can go the opponent can go over there and fully surround the probes, the pylons. So this gateway, if you're doing standard meta, you want it here first and then here second if you want. I saw one player, he did his first one here and then his second somewhere else, and then he did his cybernetics core right here, which was I would say it's pretty good, because the only reason why you want the gateways like this is so that the adept doesn't just shade in, right? So you don't want the adepts to shade in, because that's how they, slow you down and kill some workers and get ahead. So the whole purpose of this wall is to put a pylon here when you see a shade, an adept up here trying to get in to kill your probes. So you need a wall, but you really don't need you really don't need the gateway here. You can get the cybernetics core right here, and just get the second gateway here and create like just this mass void for a long time, for enough time for the cannon rusher to have to cannon rush somewhere else, or do it a different way, or attempt to do it a different way than to do it, utilizing your buildings. But high level player right here, he he's building the right buildings, but location is always important in StarCraft. And that gateway right there would not be the most optimal location for Protons to put their first gateway. So it should be right here. Boop, boop. And you can keep the wall. You can keep going with the wall, but you don't have to start the wall, and you don't have to let a cannon rusher create a wall with your wall, because then you have to cancel the gateway. Or you could choose to keep it and then let them stay in there. So it's your pick. I like to cancel my gateway. I'm not too I'm cool with craziness, so I don't have to worry about the gateway being early for me. I always have different ways of going at it, so I just make it really quick somewhere else, cancel, make it somewhere else, get in there and get out of here. Because their game plan is to cannon rush you, right? Their game plan is not to fail the cannon rush and have to backpedal. All right, so hopefully that helps.
And he's like, hey, I'm playing printf. My name's Vibe. I will pull 0 probes.
Right here, this could be something good for Vibe, being that it's here, because printf is using only two pylons. So if it was me, I would put one. Well, it's situational, but being that the gateway is almost done, you definitely don't want to put it. You want to put it enough where you can cap this area to keep the Zealot from going in. I think you could put one right here. I'm not sure how tight it is. I can't see that good, but if you can put a pylon right here, I mean, that's what you kind of want to do. You want to put a cannon right here and be able to put a pylon right here so that the Zealot can't get in, right? But if it was earlier, the pylon right here would be 1. We use his second pylon, and then we go 2 and then 3. You want to do a 3 pylon wall. You see this? A 3 pylon wall gives you more space, more cannon potential. You just gotta make sure that Zealot can't get in there. But who's to say you can't put the cannon right here and create that wall, and then finish off the other wall with the pylon above it? So, but that's why I would put the pylon, first pylon, second pylon, third pylon. Create a little, 2 pylons is dangerous, because with 2 pylons, Vibe could still go over there and deny the 2 pylons. That's less probes to have to pull than to pull against 3 pylons. And there's no extra pylon that you could do. So you could actually deny this, and the cannon will go up, but then it'll be depowered because there's no other pylon. Now, you just got to make sure printf doesn't send the second probe to go up the ramp and make the pylon. So that's the other part you got to make sure you cover your butt, is that if you're going to do that, you can quickly wall this up to keep them from getting in. But you also got to make sure that the probe doesn't go over here and makes the cannon and gets popped out. So there's a couple things you have to kind of keep an eye on. The second probe and then printf popping out. But that's why you go for the two. You can go for the two probes, but if he even thinks about popping out, you can go and send more workers. But if you don't want them to pop out, you could put a pylon right here, technically, or you can go over here and hold position. A good trick to do to counter the pop out is you put a probe right on the corner, right, and then you hold position. That's gonna make sure that when the probe comes over here and wants to pop out, it's gonna want to pop back somewhere else. It's not gonna want to pop out of here. It'll only pop out of here if there's least resistance. So if you have your own probe over here, hold position, you're creating resistance, extra resistance, which is gonna tell the probe, I can't go through there. There's something there. I have to go up, and it'll push probe somewhere else, and it'll keep printf's probe locked up. Little sewer science right there. So there's little tricks to kind of, but then he can try to pop out here. You'd have to have a probe right there in the hold position if he's about to do the pop out. I don't think he could do it right there. I don't think you have space, but it's hard to tell. I can't see. I think it's only one space here. But I don't like the two pylons. I prefer three. Instead of two. But printf's gonna probably pop out and then put a pylon behind it. So hopefully that's good enough. The second probe might come in, like I said, and help out making that pylon. So what up, Max?
So you guys know how I talk about how Vibe is what we call a greedy boy.
He didn't go for the pop out, right? He went for I'm gonna pick a pylon. I'm gonna put a pylon right here and keep the Zealot from getting in. So at this point, the probe is just gonna make sure the Zealot doesn't come inside.
What we see here is a disgusting level of greed.
And then because Vibe didn't really put pressure right here, it gets tricky. If you don't put pressure, if you don't even get enough workers to kind of just keep the pylons up, he's gonna cancel and conserve his resources and then make cannons somewhere else. So that pylon's not really being contested very much, so there's no threat. That cannon's gonna probably go up. He even can make it again and cancel it again later because there's no aggression. So you definitely want to make it like if there's probes making pylons, you attack it until it's finished. Once the pylon's finished, you can stop attacking. You're just attacking it just so he doesn't cancel it. Because sometimes they keep themselves trapped, or they get their resources caught in making pylons instead because they can't cancel, because or else you'll get in. So they have to wait for it to fully get in to finish, and they got nothing to do. They have to just eat it.
He's like, I'll pull two probes. It's fine.
I'm just curious what the follow-up of Vibes is, because he ain't doing pressure.
Right. Ooh, he's getting...
And this cannon right here, when you ever see a probe make a cannon right there, you gotta take it out because it's look at the timing. It's still got time, and this is fresh. You don't want them getting any cannons in front.
A Chrono a Zealot on the inside. Unfortunately for him,
that's just Prince F being ballsy. He's being ballsy. But Vibe hasn't been doing any reaction anyways. So I think it's warranted that he's a little ballsy right here, because he's kind of feeling like, I'm gonna put it a little closer and earlier, and let's see if he reacts, because he hasn't reacted very much. And maybe if he doesn't react here, I'll take a couple inches extra and get the cannon closer, because basically you want to keep that cannon alive too. You don't want it to be canceled, because then that's a waste of cannon time, and that's not good. So I think he's being ballsy right now because Vibe just is not taking the bait.
Printf is a god. He can block that with a pylon and the Zealot won't be able to get through. I think he's going to do it. Another cannon goes down. He gets cancelled. Vibe's pulling more. He's trying to build his own cannons. Vibe's got to get another.
So that probe right here, you see how it's setting up? It's setting up to put a pylon right here and pop out. That's what it look. You see that? So if I had a probe and I held position right here, not that it's good because there's a cannon now, he can't get out if you put a probe right here and hold position.
The cannon down right now. He's got to get another cannon. He's going for the probe. Oh no, you see that? Look, the probe.
Oh, the probe could have, the Zealot still could have been in there. That's 2 squares.
Actually was there. That Zealot, if he changed the rally point, he could have got it.
Yeah, but I think Vibe in this case really needed the other cannons to go down. He was worried about the other cannons, because I think Vibe, yeah, he could have Printf almost let him go in there. But I think overall though, does if you got the Zealot in here, you got to kill the probe first. You got to go for the probe first, because you don't want the Zealot to go for the cannon and the probe's over there helping out, nibbling on the Zealot. Because you can still make another Zealot. You technically 2 Zealots should be able to take care of this. But you're going to need that first Zealot to kill the probe.
Out on the cannon, but I don't think it matters too
Ooh,
much.
pull
He's got
back.
his own cannons up now. They should win this fight, right? Yeah, he's got his own 3 cannons, so he'll at least.
Oh, he
hold
went
this area.
forge good.
The
I was
Printf
wondering
has a
what he
forward
was going to
position.
react
Printf
to, because he's not
starts probing at home.
he wasn't bringing out workers. So he's like, I'll just make a forge and counter your cannon. I love cannon rush versus cannon rush. It gets weird.
Throws down one more cannon, so he wants to win this right-hand side. So I think Printf's thinking about expanding over here with cannons and just trying to force more of a response from Vibe while probing up behind this. I'd love to see him hit that pylon, and he might go for
Gas steal.
Oh, he goes for the gas steal. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That's okay.
Vibe.
Vibe's thinking about a Nexus. Remember, guys, Vibe always just wants to expand as quickly as he possibly can. Printf does build in another pylon there. I'm not really sure what that's about. And he's down there. He's trying to block the Nexus. Vibe doesn't give a fuck, man. Vibe doesn't care. He's such a psycho. Of course, Vibe would build a Nexus.
You put your pylon whenever. Yeah, exactly. You put your pylon up just like him. The moment he puts it, because you know he's gonna probably make a cannon, and you rather have your pylon up just so you know you can make a cannon. You do have defender's advantage in this situation. Like Vibe has defender's advantage, so he can send some workers over here and deny his cannons while his cannons go up.
No gateway down. Like, this gateway is dead. No cybercore. Vibe's like, it's fine. I'll just build a Nexus. I'm like, are you crazy? Vibe's like, there is only one.
I would transfer workers right now over here because I have the base, right? So you have a Nexus. You have the advantage right now. You know, he's going to be the aggressor, obviously, because there's a pylon there. You want to send some workers over there so you can help deny the cannons while you make a cannon. You don't want to make a cannon while he makes a cannon, and then you don't have no probes over there, and he attacks your probe and makes another cannon, and you lose the cannon timing. So if I was Vibe, I'd send maybe like 4 probes over there just to be conservative. You got a Nexus up. You're ahead of the, ahead of schedule.
One thing I know, I feel like every super racist stereotype about Jewish people can be applied to how Vibe plays StarCraft too, you know? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like not even Jewish.
Oh, trap him!
I feel like if you
what are you doing?
Vibe in real life, you punch him.
Those
in the
pros
belly,
ain't attacking.
will fucking fly out of his ears. Like, he's so greedy in every game of StarCraft. I don't know if there's any fucking way. Oh shit! Both probes went down. Is he actually going to do this? He's got to get that cannon. He's got to get that cannon.
That's his.
Wait, that's his cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it. He's fine.
Yeah, you
that's
send some probes.
Holy
shut
shit.
it down.
Fucking leprechaun power. He's only on 1 gas, but he's got a Nexus up. He's got a cannon down there. He gets rid of both probes.
Power. That's hilarious.
I'm telling you, man. He's like that crazy leprechaun from American Gods that just wants to
Corporate
fight
cannon.
people. He's like,
it's situational. It's situational, but technically 3 per cannon is conservative. Like 4 is just trying to make sure it's not going up, but 3 is conservative. But it also depends on when the cannon started. If the cannon just started, 3 is good. If the cannon's halfway done, 5, just make sure you get it. You're already late. If there's walls around it and you can only get 2 probes in there, that you gotta do the math on the spacing. But 3 would be conservative if the cannons are not done. If they're not even started yet, you want to have 3 on each. It allows you to like not spend too many workers out there, but it gives you enough to just make sure you handle every cannon. So every other cannon should, if he's gonna make 2 cannons, you better have at least 6 probes down there, because at least by the time 3 kill 1 cannon, and he makes another one, the other 3 will take out that one. While he makes another one, the other 3 go back and they leapfrog. Cannon denying. You get me? 1 cannon gets denied by these 3, the other one gets denied by these 3. You can't expect 3 to try to deny all of them one after the other. That's where you can get walled out. You know, the DPS isn't there. You know, and you still have to click on which ones are cannons and which ones are pylons. The last thing you want is send 3 workers to try to take out a pylon thinking it's a cannon, and it is taking forever to kill, and you're like, why isn't it dying so quick? I'm not, and you're wasting your time, and the other ones are cannons. You're like, oh shoot, it's a pylon. So you gotta also click on them to see what they are. Very important to click on them. If you see 3 of them being warped in, make sure you click. Which one's the pylon? Are they all, or 2 pylons, 1 cannon? Is it 2 cannons, 1 pylon? Are they all cannons? Sometimes you click them, they're all cannons, and there's only 1 pylon, and it's gonna go down. You're like, oh, this guy got no pylons, because you know, because you clicked. So very important. Click on those little lights. Should the pylons be attacked as soon as they're put down? Yes. The faster, the better, because usually when they put them down, well, you want to send at least 3, right? Because 3 at least gets the party started if he makes a cannon. If he makes a cannon, you want to have at least 3 over there to deny that cannon. It gives you time to try to get to the second cannon quicker while the other probes come help. So you wanna be there, because 3 will allow you to kind of like move around and deal with the probe as well. Like, you know, mess with the probe. It's not really about killing the pylon right then and there. It's just me making sure you don't let them make the pocket or make cannons to get crazy. It gives you time to say, do I need to send more workers? And the moment you feel like you know he's getting all in it, then yeah, you send the workers, the rest of them.
Like, look, dude, I just want to get in a crazy, dirty bar fight. I'm like, you know, if you built defense ahead of time, you probably could fight him front on. Vibe's like, no. I like to leave my front door open, welcome you into my house, and then jump on you with a fucking screwdriver while you're in the midst of stealing my pot of gold. Stargate goes up right there, in vision of the cannon, by the way.
Yeah.
Vibe's like...
Sadly, Printf needed it right away, and that pylon is going to be the only thing that he has. And, you know, or else he has to make a pylon, wait, and then make a Stargate, which is taking too long. And Printf's like, I don't got that time. I don't got enough time. So I have to just put it there and hope he doesn't see it. Sadly, he saw it. Yeah. Sadly, that cannon sees it, so it's a very bad situation.
I'm going to come over here and build cannons next.
But remember, Printf stole the gas of Vibe. So that you got to take into account regarding dealing with the void rates. You know, you're on one gas. But at the same time, Printf has... Vibe has another base, so he can make a gas somewhere else. He doesn't really need it here. You know, he doesn't really need to take this one out, invest another cannon or some units. He can just make it over there and start getting the gas there.
Do it, because I don't have anything. His core's not even finished. He's only up 2 workers. He needs another minute or 2, but I think he realizes if he lets a Void Ray and shield batteries get up here, he's in trouble. He's pulling probes down. There's only 1 cannon on the high ground covering this right now. Ooh, the probe goes down. I think Vibe's... Oh, Printf actually walling that cannon in so well.
I like the Vibe cannon.
Vibe might need a 3rd cannon, because that cannon's going to... Actually, I think he's okay.
I'd make another one. He has another base.
Okay, because I think what Vibe can do is 1 cannon will die.
Just make another one.
Finish and beat this.
You want to make sure you kill that Stargate.
There though, to get rid of the Stargate. I think it's a huge mistake to be chronoing probes. You gotta get another. Oh, the Stalker's here. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, he's in trouble, guys. Vibe is in trouble. He's gonna keep the probes, fighting the probes.
Like sometimes, yeah, it does hurt when you're trying to be too conservative. Like, Vibe has 2 bases. He doesn't need to be too conservative. You got 2 bases, right? you know that the Protoss player is being extra aggressive because he also added more resources to this attack, which means he's not taking a base. If you know he's not taking a base, and you have a base, why be so conservative on 2 cannons? Make the third one. You know? It's not going to hurt. It's better to have 3 right here anyways. If it does go up and a void rage comes out, at least you can kill that Stargate. But sometimes players get very conservative and they're like, okay, I'm looking at this and I feel like I just need exactly 3 probes, 1 Zealot, and a Stalker. And with that, it'll be perfect. No, we need a little bit extra. Just to make sure, you know, we need some overkill. And so, yeah, we're not going for the overkill. We're going for the, you know, I got 2 bases. I got to rather make probes and, you know, stay on. I was like, you could afford to get 1 more cannon. So
fighting their little hearts out. That cannon's going to go down, but not before it does take out this one. The Stargate's very low. The
Make another one.
Almost out low.
One
Chad, the trust fund is almost ready. The lawyers are signing off the documents. They're getting ready to make sure he never has to stress.
Now he's making the cannons.
So he can be confident and spend his time wearing white t-shirts and getting laid. And indeed, there he goes, born into a world filled with privilege. This Chad handed everything on a platter, aligns his piss beam, and with that piss beam, pisses all over that cannon and takes it out. Hot damn. The Stalker does get surrounded by the probes. Vibe does drop 1, 2, 3, 4 cannons on the way, but this Chad, oh my god, the annihilator of all of Vibe's hopes and dreams, says, mate,
and the battery,
you're
got
greedy,
him.
You think you've got wealth? You don't even know about it, mate. He's like, my parents paid to get me into Harvard, and I'm actually really stupid and only like sports ball and don't even know how to work hard.
Oh, and he just fell right into the trap too, because he didn't get hot and heavy here. He lost control, and not only did he lose control, he invested resources here, and they failed. So those cannons could have been gateways at home. They could have been getting ready to get some stalkers, right? We could have been getting a second gas. We saw the Stargate. So in one area, you could have been using that resource to get ready to counter him eventually. But in this case, he went over here. He had it handled, but he didn't put enough, you know, seasoning, and now he's like really behind. This sucks. Now he's not in a good spot.
By the way, guys, in case you don't realize, in my mind, anyone that's ever been laid must have only been laid because they're rich and they have things handed to them. It couldn't be because they're likable, nice humans who generally know how to speak to a person without objectifying them or making them feel like shit. I'm pretty sure people only get laid because of money, because sex is, of course, a monetary transaction. That sounds like how the world works? Yeah, sure. For sure. Oh, counter Chad. Vibe comes down with one of his Chads.
And the prismatic alignment got used up.
Says, no, you fucked up my bro. Does get revenge there. A Chad for a Chad. You know what I say, guys? An eye for an eye, a Chad.
Yeah, because now the base isn't usable. You can't use his base anymore. So it's like...
Chad for a Chad.
Vibe.
A G for a G. And that's going to be that. Printf takes down Vibe there. Vibe expanding in the face of cannons in his base like a goddamn psychopath. But in the end, Printf gets that fucking...
I think the expanding was good. I think that, honestly, the expanding was good. It's just when Vibe tried to go after Printf, he had a moment there. And, yeah, he just didn't put in... He got too conservative. You know, it's not always about making workers. Not in the chaos games.
Jab in there.
Should be
a bunch of coins fly out of his ears. Printf scoops them. Up in the top left-hand side.
GG. Yeah, Printf went in there and put him to work.
It must have been, yeah, during Home Story Cups. That's why.
And just Vibe thought he had the answers. He's like, oh, get him.
Are there any sayings about Larry? Lucky as Larry? Loose as Larry? Legendary Larry? Does anyone know anyone called Larry? I feel like I don't know anyone called Larry.
Not you guys, Larry?
It's an older person name. Happy as Larry? That's the main one, isn't it? You guys have...
Let's see.
You guys ever met anyone called Larry? I feel like maybe I've met an old dude called Larry.
He's just putting it out there.
Oh my god.
No shame.
Scorchclaw. I mean, this is a PG-13 stream. I don't know if you knew. Here I am talking about strategic StarCraft games.
Red waits like I don't. He waits like I guess he didn't see. I'm assuming he didn't see the pylon. I can only assume. I can't tell because I know you can't see through here, but I don't. But the probe came right here, and this is the reason why you want to like build around here. You want to build your pylon right here and your gateway around here so that they don't sneak in. And if you don't do that, then you better watch your areas with one probe or something. But that's the reason why you get close to the walls, so that you don't get probes sneaking in. In this case, his gateways are up here, and he's got a blind spot. And Printf took advantage of that blind spot.
Comments like that in chat, Scorchclaw. Oh, how dare you talk about his bumhole.
Al had a song called I Remember Larry.
It pushed itself out, and look at that. He's actually fighting with his two probes just to be annoying.
Leisure
setting up a cage inside Larry's base. Where is Larry's gateway? It's up there, so it is kind of far back. Cancels a pylon, replaces it, gets another cannon. The probe continues to...
Yeah, let's see. 3 pylon wall, right? What do you do here? Well, you send all your workers over here. You go for all 3. You shut down all 3. You don't just go for 1 pylon. What's that pylon gonna do? You're gonna kill that middle. You can't. There's not enough surface area for you to stop this cannon. By the time it gets to halfway, you're gonna have to run. The math is mathing already. Already you should know you're in a losing battle, based on the timing of the cannon and how long it's gonna take you to pylon. Calculations are already there. But what you do is you go in there and you send all your workers, you engulf it, and you still get enough to capture his probe. Because Printf's gonna still want to make another pylon somewhere around this area to power up this cannon afterwards. If you're trying to kill all 3 pylons, so expect to kill all 3 pylons and hunt down the probe. And if the probe makes a pylon, you go with the extra probes to kill the pylon. Make sure that other pylon doesn't go down. That's all you do in this situation. But sending only 3 to get the middle, that ain't gonna cut it. That is not gonna cut it.
Replaces it, gets another cannon. Probe continues to fight. That probe running home. This probe immediately pops a nexus down on the other side.
Oh, Larry with the hidden base.
Immediate nexus gets a zealot out. That's going to try to kill this cannon by time. I don't think it'll be in time.
That's a good cannon spot.
Have a lot of hit points by the time that zealot gets over here. The chrono trying to...
Hey, the gateway is really good. You want to have a gateway to transition, and you get the zealot out and start punking these guys, because it's going to take forever for the cannon itself to kill the nexus. The probes will mine so much minerals before the nexus dies, or the stalkers will come out and deny the cannon before the nexus dies. So you need to, as much as you want to invest too many cannons here, you can only invest a few just to kill the nexus, but you get the zealot to do the rest. You get the zealot to push them all away. Stop mining, and then of course they recall a little bit faster with less mining.
Squeeze it out of there, but we'll see how it goes. The gateway is up. Forge gas. What is going on? The Probius with the Mostius is like, oh shit, there's a zealot on the way. Okay, the zealot's going to come forward.
Oh,
so, yeah,
if we can deny that cannon.
Just to buy enough time.
If he does.
Go
no, he should sacrifice.
The probe finishes it off there. The cannon shot did actually get the kill.
Yeah, just sacrifice.
Good delay there by Larry.
That's definitely a good delay. It's a good delay. We saved ourselves a little bit more time.
Loses the zealot. But now, forcing these cannons down behind this...
That second pylon's technically, that second cannon still needs to be denied. This cannon's not going to reach the second cannon. And this one's not going to be able to defend this one. So 3 probes need to kill that first one. I'd rather have 1 cannon go up than these 2. Right? He'd have to make another one. And let him. Because right now all I need is a little bit of time. But I would not let that cannon go up. Because this one's, you just finished denying this one. You don't let let that one go up, but don't let that one go up.
Zealot, but now forcing these cannons down behind this though. Printf already with 1 gas up. Does not have a gateway, remember. As I say that, yes, his gateway is there. It's just finishing in his opponent's main base. I think Printf might already realize, you can see he's queued up an attack path to scout all over this map. Unfortunately for him, he's going to get to that nexus very late. And there's already a gateway and a cyber core on that side of the map. Not to mention, this gateway can't really be depowered unless Printf actually invests in more cannons over here. I guess he can... Oh, we can use the zealots. It's a good way of doing it. Oh, you got to stack up more probes. Don't just recall those, buddy. Oh,
No, he's stacking so he doesn't lose the workers, which is really good. If you don't want to lose these workers, put them in the middle, put them on the gas. That way they're not just out there, wandering. And you also don't want to tuck them into more minerals because they'll just end up going over here again, getting shot. So this is really good just to kind of keep these, mining without any kind of disturbance. Eventually, these probes are going to want to come over here. So you kind of just want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 probes. I don't know about the 7th one. I think that one will get shot. But at least 6 probes maximum. You don't want 7 because eventually they all want to have their own minerals. Eventually, all the probes that you put here, they all want their own minerals. They will get their own minerals. Even if you have 2 right here doing really good. Even though they're like one after another and they're like, hey, we like this flow. The moment one knows that there's another mineral out there, oh, I'm just going to go to this one instead. Way more convenient. They'll do it. That's how probes usually work out. And then you're like, hey, I didn't send you over there. You're over there trying to like pair them up so that you can maximize. And then one just goes, oh, let me go over here. Psh, get shot.
He's stacking them, just to keep them away from the cannon. Okay.
Oh, that's a different spot right there. Look at that.
Guys. He's learnt from Florencio. Oh, nothing like a nice stiff recall. That's the stuff. The Zealot. Oh, he gets 1 probe just before he gets recalled out. This 1 probe's stuck in the main as well, by the way. This probe and Zealot are like, nobody leaves here alive. Larry's going to try to micro him. He's going to run a little loop-de-doop.
Larry.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, 1 worker on gas. Stalker, Warp Gate on the way. Not too bad of a position. 20 probes versus 22 of Printf. Printf does have that second gas mining.
Yeah, he puts the gas in the mineral in the Nexus.
Stargate pop up on this.
He's mining.
That gateway goes down. The Zealot going for the probe. That probe's going to
just
get
one more.
Spanked.
Oh.
And what do we got? Another Zealot? A Stalker is on the way here. Okay, so they're going to kill that Nexus. Oh, he gets a gas steal. You douchebag. Printf finds the base, steals the second gas. Says, there you go. All you can really do now is go like 3, 4 gateways. A Robo actually going down. Printf is saying, look, let's build enough stuff at home so we can fight 1 base versus 1 base, and I can just hold maybe the high ground here or up here. It's already sending a Stalker back to have a little poke around. Maybe try and pick off a probe or 2. This cannon is going to take...
Robots are good against Stalkers.
Getting close to done. Larry is going to need to build another pylon or he's going to get supply block. That Nexus is going to go down, and that's going to be 15 supply he loses. He'll bet 26 out of 31. He's got to be careful. Yeah, doesn't have another pylon down yet. A lot of people forget about that in this scenario.
Nexus does
26 out of 31.
Affect. It does have pylon supply.
In the grass.
It's like 2 pylons worth.
And Zealot in the grass. 1 Chad, 2 Stalkers. It's a really shitty sitcom about a Zealot trying to make friends with 2 fucking robot pony things that shoot lasers.
Oh, he's sending some workers.
Whoa. What the fuck? Oh my god. Florencio has inspired Printf here. Look at this. There's a shield battery out, though. It's probes and stalkers versus probe stalkers and a Zealot. The mineral walks on both sides, but that stalker gets destroyed. 1 of Larry's stalkers goes down very quickly. The shield battery working. 2 stalkers warp in there. They're getting very low, though. 1 probe trying to help out the stalker. Focus fire, though, is good from Larry. He should win this stalker trade. Printf, I don't think this has worked, guys. Oh, no. He's killing a lot of probes, but now that there's 2 stalkers left, look at that. Larry disengages the probes. His stalkers
could recall.
Make quick work.
He could recall.
Ooh,
he doesn't recall.
Trying to evac.
Printf could have recalled his probes from over here back home. Yeah, going through right here. Oh, it's a little dangerous.
1 Immortal comes down. This is Printf's saving grace, guys. He's got nothing else. He's got a Stalker and an Immortal. The Stalker just trying to buy time. And then the Immortal comes through the tall grass. Larry sees it. He's running. Oh, God. That Immortal is a big thing. He's got to activate the barrier on it. He hasn't activated the barrier yet. The probes are going to do it, though. They tase it. The barrier gets activated. The Stalker's coming forward. You got to be careful here.
Stalkers are keeping their range.
Unit, but he's only got 110 minerals. He can warp into the Deptor Stalker, but... Ooh, nice focus fire by Printf. He's going to lose the Immortal, though. Does he? Oh, Citizen's Arrest. Does he get it?
Oh!
You're fudging
missed
kidding me. The Immortal
it by
gets
1
out.
shot.
11 hit points. Recalls at the last second. Nice probe micro by Larry to do that. We've got a sentry warping in here for Printf. It's all he can really afford right now. He's got gas, doesn't have much else. So he's got a force field. If units come, he can trap them. That Immortal is such an asset. He's going to make another sentry. That's an odd choice. Larry, of course, stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's still making Stalkers, which are just not great for killing Immortals. No, round 2 in the probe
round 2, baby.
pool.
Let's go.
Oh! staying alive, staying alive. Pro pull. They're like, we're workers, we're not meant to fight. Printf is like, mate, get in there. Probes here. Oh, the Stalkers come forward. Nice focus fire by
Going
Larry.
for the
Larry's got a
workers.
shield battery. Probes versus probes on the right-hand side.
They're mining.
That great force field. Traps one of the Stalkers. Starts engaging. The shield battery is almost completely out of energy. Does Printf retreat? Or does
Like,
he
oh
continue
shit, what
forward?
they...
He's going to look to depower the gateway. Nice engage. Pulls back, pulls back, pulls back. The barrier's off cooldown. The barrier's gone. The barrier's gone. He's going to pull that.
Oh, he
goes down. Oh, no. That may be a disastrous misstep there for Printf. He had to disengage when that immortal barrier was down. He'd picked off a Stalker, but I guess with all his probes pulled, I mean, this is so close to Stalker. And 2 sentries. Oh, God. It does get one Stalker, but doesn't trap them all. We've got 4 energy off one more force field. One more force field could end this game. They're going to come forward. They're trying to pick off a probe. Oh, no, they try to change targets to the sentry. That's force field not really getting that much done. Probes of Larry coming into fight. The sentries, the Stalker doing good damage. Larry with some good micro uses the tall grass there, but his Stalker's getting focus fired. Look at that. Those
He's like,
probes on
no.
the left taking down that. Are they going to get it? The Stalker on the right goes down for Larry. This is the last Stalker.
Run.
There's 2 sentries and a pack of probes. The probes of Larry disengage. He's letting his Stalker regenerate shields. Remember, guys, there is a shield battery there. Oh, if he only had 1 more unit, that would change everything. Remember, no mining for Printf. The Stalker does pick off one of these probes. That probe's hiding. And look at that. The sentry's trying to depower the gateway as well as the shield
he's gonna try to go mine.
Now on the chase.
Like, I need minerals.
Probes there. Remember, guys, 3 probes for Larry, 2 for Printf. Printf needs to get rid of that shield battery. He's going to have to fight, though. Look at this. The
shield
probes
battery.
coming in, using that shield battery with the Stalker. I think he can do this. I think Larry here is actually in the advantage. This Stalker, such a microable unit. He's got to watch out for force field, though. He's got to watch out for force field. Larry, what have you done? What have you done, Larry? Run with that. Don't die. Do not die. I think he's got it. Larry, you god. Come on, you can do it, mate. You can do it. There we go. The shield battery heals him a little bit more. The Stalker's healthy. And he's done it. There's only 1 probe remaining for Printf. He doesn't have enough money, and I think with that, he's pretty dead. He's going to try to warp in 1 more unit. Probes being built by Larry. So Larry's going to go up to 3 probes and a red hit point Stalker up against 1 probe. Printf, technically, he's just... I mean, an Adept beats this Stalker. If that Stalker comes... You can't chase it down is the problem. You don't have enough gas for a Stalker. What are you... Let's go to Printf's camera. He's just sitting... He's going to be an Adept. Maybe he shoots down the probes and just shades away, like keeps shading past.
What's it gonna be?
1 more trip. It's an Adept. That's it. All right.
And a probe.
1 Adept in a dream. I don't think it can work, man. 5 probes are out. I think Larry is happy right now. Happy as Larry. I think he's done it, and it's good stuff. Okay, let's go. 1 probe, 1 Adept in a dream. Can they do it? There's a shield battery with a good amount of energy there, guys. I don't think they can do too much, though. And look at that, the Adapt the probe coming in. I think there's a few too many here. The Stalker is on the hunt. Hasn't been able to take out any probes just yet. Look at this brave little Probius.
The damn battery shield.
Unable to make it work, though. And with that, Printf is going to sacrifice this Adept, trying to pick off some more, and then he will, of course, throw in the towel, spit the dummy.
That was a good game.
Say GG, well played.
GG. That's crazy. Some sewer science right there for you. The Leisure Suit Larry game series based on a text advantage game called Soft Porn Adventures. Oh, did he? We could check that one out real quick. He already posted it right now. Let's see. Good old Hearthstone. When did he When did he post it? Oh, famous YouTuber. Oh, that's what he... Okay. Alright, let's check it out real quick. Sorry, give me a sec. Cheers. Alright, so remember we just finished watching I Got Cannon Rushed 7 Times by Custome. Remember Custome used to he did it like he lost like 6 and then he won 1. Let's see if he learned something from that, right? Let's see if he learned from playing against Printef.
We start? Alright, good day my dear Manateks, welcome to another episode of Cannon Rush in Grandmaster, episode 130! The 130 episode, the first match is going to be already an epic one.
I mean, 150 episodes, there should be some good cannon rushing by now. Haven't seen it yet, but I can only hope.
Versus Custome's Zerg. We did play versus Custome's Terran a couple of times, we did play versus his Zerg a couple of times. I think most recently we actually did play versus Custome's Zerg, but it was a very weird kind of turning into a giga late game, so it's been a while since we actually did face him. And let's see how he's going to deal with
I wouldn't want to put a pylon at the high ground versus Zerg, because if your cannon rush doesn't work, it gets tricky trying to hold that natural. I just don't think probably Mana feels comfortable in this kind of map to wall it up, but I would wall up. I would start pylon at the bottom, get some leverage on your expansion.
the perfect cannon rush on King's Cove. We have a very good win rate on this map versus the Zergs. Let's see how he's going to be reacting to that. And actually, I do want to know if there are any people who are watching Cannon Rush in Grandmaster, like the previous episodes. You know, a lot of you are already watching like on the fly. You know, like each new episode. But are you coming back to any of these episodes? I wonder if that's the case. Okay, here we go. That's a very quick hatch rate, I think. I know some people watch the other Cannon Rushes just because they found my channel through.
I actually don't. You know, I actually don't go. I wouldn't want to go back to him because I don't really see him like working on cannon rushes. Like he doesn't like explore very much of the cannon rushes. So everything that I've saw so far is hand-me-down cannon rushes that are already been done and explored. So there's nothing fresh for me to go back to. The only thing that's good is his follow-ups get sometimes interesting, but a lot of times the Tempest battery shields without cannon rushing, there's nothing really like interesting that I can, you know, it's always the same. Hopefully he changes it, but it's kind of like just quantity without quality. The quality is good in the follow-ups though, because he's a good player, but the whole part is cannon rushing, right? The cannon rushing part of the quality hasn't been, it's been a little dry, you know, the way he does it. He does this one all the time. This is what Printef does. Printef does the pylon here and the cannon in the game. So I believe he looked at some cannon rush videos and just to kind of get an idea of how to cannon rush, and then he started those and used those to do the cannon rush. He didn't go in there from scratch and try different things and explore it. He went straight for the, you know, the bologna sandwich. You know, it's been made already. I know how to do it. Let's go.
The very first episode, but I wonder if there are actually people coming back to my cannon rush. Okay, anyway, let's focus on this one.
But there's not much substance. I like his character. Like I like his personality. His personality is very chill, very positive. So I really like that part. You know, the singing too. I like his singing part.
Range of the hatchery. He has no idea, does he? Do we go double gateway here or? Okay, he's gonna pull the drones. We still the gases, don't we? We still one. We don't steal the other. Okay.
Yeah, good try. Good try.
Let's go double gateway in this situation. Is he gonna run away through the drone with the drone? Okay, he is. Fine by me. This is fine by me. We'll just kill this with the zealots, I suppose. Okay, here we go. We also stole his guys, which is a very good thing. He has to cancel this hatch, right? He doesn't. That is an interesting situation. I wonder if it's a deliberate decision or if it's just like, oh crap, I forgot to.
See, this is what Printf does. We were watching Cannon Rush Diary. What was it? Kino Cannons? And this was, I think, episode 2 or something like that. Episode 2 and 3. Where he does this.
To cancel, you know? It happens to me as well. So
same
I
spots too. Same spot. He put the pylon here, put the cannon right here, and the gateway right here. The same exact spot. I think it was also versus Hearthstone too. I think he did it against Hearthstone as well.
One more cannon here, I think. Maybe that's too much. He's getting a roach run already. I don't like that. Adding one more cannon then. I think it's gonna be a bit too late for me because I don't have the gas. Honestly, I think this is not good for me. I think I'm not doing the right thing with going double gateway here.
Yeah, you really don't need. Well, for one, you want to make sure you're able to take an expo. So you want to have a pylon at the bottom of the ramp. You also want to have your forge and your gateway at the bottom of the ramp, so you can create a wall against any kind of lings that want to come by and harass. Then you could take an expo. Your first gateway is at your main at the front natural. The second gateway is over here at the Cannon Rush location. That's where the second gateway is. That's not where the first gateway is. And that way you don't overcommit having 2 gateways in the other side of the map. You don't need 2 gateways on the other side of the map. All you need is to make sure that you make a unit right when the first gateway comes up at your natural, and you send it over to the hatchery that's being made, and then you get the other one that's being made at the other side of the map, and you make those, and those are your 2. You don't need both of them together. You just need them to get to the area. That's it. So whether that gateway is on the right side of the map and this one's on the left side of the map, and the hatchery could be anywhere in the map, all you need is that they just meet, both points meet up. So you don't want to overdo it with the gateways on the other side of the map, unless you're going like Printf, where you're gonna go stalkers and battery shields. That's when you get the 2 gateways. So being that Mana isn't going for the stalker battery shields against the Ravager potential, the gas isn't there either. He's more lost than, but he has right there 2 gateways, and the reason you get 2 gateways is stalker, battery shields, get a robo, and then once you get the robo, you're good to go.
I could be wrong, but I'm willing to try. I mean, I have triple cannon.
Well, he has an opportunity, battery right now. He has an opportunity to go stalker batteries, and then go for like an all-in,
Here, this kind of an awkward situation. Oh, he's running away with this arm. That's actually very smart. I like what he's doing with this one. I'm gonna save my Chronobus though. Let's kill the larva here if I can. That'll be nice. I cannot kill the X. I can kill the larva though.
Get a gas.
Yep.
He needs a
One
gas.
More. I don't want to lose it. Okay, I saw this one coming. I just didn't react. Okay, he has roaches on the way. We can kill the. I mean, this is gonna be probably an Overlord. Yeah, that's what I thought. Other things would not make sense. Let's go here. And Chrono. Okay. We're gonna get rid of the hatchery. He cannot have that many Ravagers, right? There's no way he's gonna have that many Ravagers. Get the battery. Try to spread as much as possible. Okay, here's the first queen. Can save up.
Okay, so he is gonna go for the stalker battery shield.
He's not gonna be able to kill this very quickly. This one is a bit annoying, but I don't think he's gonna have a high significance on the game. Okay, that's fine. I'd like to get a pylon here. One more, okay. He already has Ravagers, I think. There's also gonna clear this up. Okay, we're staying here with this. Kill the roaches.
Oh, the roaches are done.
Kill the roaches. Kill the roaches. That's nice free roach for me.
That's a free roach, yeah.
Okay. Free Zerglings for me. I like that, I like that.
Yeah, Red's messing up right here.
Very good, Hearthstone, very nice.
Poor Hearthstone.
Keep it coming, Hearthstone. You can do it. Okay, there are more links coming here. He has still 2 links out on the map somewhere out there. I don't know what came out of these eggs, but I don't think it's gonna be a hat-trick. He already lost 2 hat-tricks this game, so he has to be extremely careful how he spends his money. Okay? Now every time he goes back, I should be able to... he goes down to try to harass this cannon. He should be able to take some damage. Okay, time for another one. I think I can send 1 zealot back. Okay, this cannon's gonna go down. No, it's not yet.
Oh man, I don't think Hearthstone has an answer. The last time
that's very good.
The last time he beat Printef, he took a hit. He took a third.
What? Okay, that's an F2 if I've ever seen one.
Hearthstone?
Okay, he's going down.
It's a full F, yeah.
He cannot break. That's only 3 gravity. There's no way. No way. He lost way too much.
He's done.
Lost way too much.
Yeah.
Absolute destruction.
The only way he beat Printef was having that extra base.
Very well done. Queen. Done a lot of free stuff for me. I think.
You want to beat Hearthstone Zerg? Just cannon rush him.
Keeping this hatchery alive and then still making units out of it after he saw that I have Zealots and Stalkers. I think not so smart.
Well, last time he won Printef barely after like 7 tries. I think that's how he beat him. He got the hatchery on the 3rd, and then he was able to like hit both sides and keep Printef busy. But man, this time his hatchery didn't. It was too late, and so the roach. Yeah, man. By the time he got the roaches, it was done.
Counterattack did little, because he had very little units to counterattack with, right? He had only double Zergling. Okay, I don't mind. I wouldn't mind getting him again. I think he definitely would like a rematch. Let's go.
Oh, let's see.
Oh shit, he's back to Protoss.
Let's go.
Okay, this is not gonna be easy. I don't think I've ever played versus his Protoss with a cannon rush though. And of course he's going to suspect the cannon is coming right now because we just played versus his Zerg. So I think Hearthstone is smart enough to realize that. I think he's going to try to play with me a bit. Play with his food.
I like the rush where he walls
He played multiple games versus Skills the other day, and his cannon rush response was very strong.
That's the Haas style. Haas does that.
How is it going to be?
Or he did that.
Let's do this.
Haas would just wall up his wall and then make a cannon from the other side.
For being too cheeky versus his Zerg.
He did that versus...
The thing is, actually, I think Hearthstone's offers is really not that bad.
It was a StarCraft 1 pro gamer.
He has arrived at a decent level.
He did it against...
Offers, both Terran and
his
Zerg.
name.
So, respect for that. Okay. There we go. Oh. Okay. Gonna save this. That's a bad wall, no, for him. I can get double cannons in his wall, I think.
No, let's see. He's gonna get the cannon. He's gonna get the gateway.
What's he getting a forge for? I don't think getting a forge is the play here, no? Let's attack this. I'm keeping the probe alive. I think this is a blunder from him, no? I think that's a blunder from him.
Yeah, Reds, you know, right now we got... Oh, this is Hearthstone. I keep forgetting. This is Hearthstone and it's not a regular, you know, regular player. Because, you know, you would expect more from Hearthstone on, like, defending a cannon rush. But so far he had, like, that gateway right there, that pylon. I don't understand it. You know? I like the pylon, though, because but then at the same time, this wall right here is too good. That's a 3 pylon wall with this pylon. Oh, you're gonna get this. This is 100% cannon rush. If he went this way, if Mana just made cannon pylons the rest of the way and then just lined this up, because that means you can make the cannon for sure here and then a pylon here if you needed to, or another cannon here because he's not gonna be able to wall it. So that would have been a good spot right there. But he did wall him. Mana just put a pylon right there. You can't get out. And the cannons are going to be confirmed. You know, they're going up. Ooh.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's bad right now for Hearthstone.
Okay, that's not full wall. I know that's not a full
He can wall him right now. No, wall him.
He cannot kill it.
Oh, no. Okay? You could have walled them all and killed like 3 probes right there because that cannon's coming up.
I just gotta get to here, no?
He could have recalled though.
He
could have recalled. That's one thing. Okay, he could wall him up again. Boop boop. Just wall. You always gotta think about walling probes because it makes them panic. If you get them in a way where they're walled, the moment that they feel like they're walled, they panic a little bit, and you need that chaos, and a little helps.
has to fight this.
But yeah, no, we didn't
I
wall
will
them.
have a cannon that is very close to being done. Get this, get this. Okay, get it. We need to keep attacking, keep attacking. There's no pylon for him.
Oh,
Can I squeeze through with one additional probe here? I think I can. Let it get more cannons here. Okay. This one is dead.
oh, canceled.
I will have to cancel this cannon probably.
Oh, he keeps
okay,
that
I
one
will
alive
say.
for the probes. Oh no, go.
This cannon's gonna fire. Okay.
He
That's
should have
fine.
went for the
I
probe.
think we got him, no? Wait.
I think
I still
so.
don't have a gateway yet. Well, I will have it in just a moment.
Cancel.
This cannon's kind of useless. GG!
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go! We got him!
Oh,
That was-
shit.
I mean, what? That was too easy.
How do you think Hardson felt on this one? Like, he got cannon rush zerged, and then he went to his main race, and then got cannon rushed in his main race. What was this though? Was he trying to like blind counter a cannon rush? By putting it in different the gateways in a different spot? I don't understand that. I don't know. Oh, that doesn't feel good though. I'm sure.
Okay, I'm not gonna be cheeky. I don't want to taunt anything. I will gladly accept this victory. GG, well played. I will not say anything else. GG. Okay, game.
Yeah, he didn't want to. Yeah, he knows Hardsome's gonna watch this video. He's gonna be like, I'm all ears. Yeah, but I don't know what the hell he was doing. Hardsome, what the hell?
Free.
That pylon placement, the
happy with what
gateway
I got
placement.
already. Even if I lose the next 4 games, I'm happy to beat, a high level player like Harston with a cannon. It's always great to have that kind of feeling that this strategy is still capable of beating one of the best players, right? I mean, saying Harston is one of the best players might be some questionable decision making in your life, but I still think he is absolutely. Like, I shouldn't be talking because I think me and Harston are.
He's a top level StarCraft player. That keeps it simple. He's a top level StarCraft player.
Very similar level when it comes to just actual pro scene. I think I would always have very close games versus Harston, so I'm not gonna be too critical. Like, we're good friends. Some people, like, if you don't know, we're good friends with Harston, so we're just being
But I still don't feel like a lot of them, whether they're really good and played for years, I feel like still most of them didn't really like swim around the air, the ocean. They kind of just stuck in a nice, good area where they felt comfortable. The Bahamas. Oh, we're gonna stay right here in this part of the water. Figure this whole little island and enjoy this part. We're good. They never really like went to another island that's very empty and unknown too much. They kind of all just like, hey, we like this beach right here. We like the meta. Let's hang out. And they don't really like so I don't really, as good as they are, I think that they still don't have like the whole pie of knowledge of StarCraft because they stuck to one island. So when they get into the cannon rush parts, the cheese parts, it's like you can see how they're not like fully developed in like what they do, what the counter is, and the one ABC order. You know what I mean? Like a meta is the meta builds. Like, oh, they can say everything, what you should do in every part of the moment. But when it comes to getting cannon rush, question marks start coming up, right? So they're really good players. They're really good mechanically, and they understand the meta, but they don't understand the game fully. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of StarCraft, is that there's so much to learn, and even the best players don't even know the fullness of StarCraft.
a cheeky banter here. There's no hate in there. Okay, let's go. We have Amygdala here. We can kind of do the same wall on this map. Let's see how he's going to react this time. I don't think he's going to allow me to do the same thing, though. Okay, he's here.
Yeah, he's building. Oh, like, yep. Okay.
Okay. We have a wall of here on the lower ground. I think that's somewhat fine. My second probe is kind of late. Okay, he's getting a forge this time. I still don't think that's the solution, no?
No, not. I wouldn't put the cannon so close. I wouldn't put the forge so close to the cannons. If the cannons are going to be at the bottom right here, why would I want my forge to be potentially destroyed? Like, that means that forge is going to only have a time limit. It's got a short lifespan for
I still don't think that's the solution. Oh my god. Can you go here? Can you get a cannon here? We're somewhat in. Somewhat in. You want to lose the probe here, maybe? Oh, I'm gonna lose a lot of probes. Okay. Okay, I'll keep everything alive just to keep him a bit busy. This pylon is useless. They have cannons killing a lot of probes. Okay. This cannon is gonna be in range of his cannon. I think that's still fine. I need to escape to this. I don't have a gateway.
Did you have another probe?
Gateway at home, I think. Oh, he's trying to trap me. Okay.
He trapped him. He trapped him.
Okay, we're gonna be in range of his pylon. Okay, that's still not very good. Okay, my probe micro could have been a little bit better, but I think his could have been a little bit better as well.
There goes another probe though. Probe's here.
We're in range of all the cannons here, but I need a pylon outside of the cannon range.
Oh no.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. He doesn't have a forge anymore.
I'd send another probe just in case.
Doesn't have a forge anymore. Here. Okay, he's gonna try to surround this. Fine by me. Look how much mining.
Okay, so this is where if you have a mineral in your mouth as a probe, you could utilize return to cargo. So, like just a little bit ago, you know, you're getting chased. So if of course, if you had a little bit more health, it'd be even more chances of not getting fully hit. But if your base is on the bottom left side in this case, like his, if you have a mineral in your mouth and you hit return to cargo, it's gonna transfer you right through the probes. You'll go right through the probes like you're going outside the base. And what that does is it allows you to make a mineral move without minerals. Instead of you being able to, like, you can't use this mineral because there's too many probes behind you. If you go over there, you're going to get zap, zap, zap. But sometimes if you can go this way, right, because there's less of them, you just have to hit the what do you call it? The return to cargo. If you had a mineral in your mouth. And that's the importance of having a mineral in your mouth if you're cannon rushing, to add some, like, maneuver, some parkour, you know? If you want to do some parkour with the probe, an optimal way of utilizing it is having its cargo ability. Oh, to flash? You did it to flash? Yeah, it was not Jadong, right? It was flash. I think it was Jadong that he did it to. It would be nice to have possibility in StarCraft 2 to play with AI in some like Archon mode. Players can set the strategy where want to attack, but all the micro will made by AI. That would be allow slower players good strategies to play in higher ranks. At the moment, StarCraft skill is highly affected by the speed, micro, multitasking, the power of too less because of the strategy. Yeah, exactly. StarCraft, a lot of times the players are really good up there because they're really good at mechanics and they're good at already memorizing the meta, what works, and they've played there longer, so they understand it way more than a person coming into the scene. They're playing against something that's already been built, a foundation that is already proven that it's good. So they're really good at that and mechanics. If you're not good with mechanics and you're like still exploring different things, it's gonna be harder for you because they're fast. They're fast players, and I feel like the speed. You shouldn't have the speed be the biggest part of the win, and it just is at the higher level. If you don't have mechanics at the higher level, you're going to be overwhelmed because the meta is a bit bland, but it's really strong. And if you don't have creativity or enough creativity to throw these players off, where the mechanics aren't as important, it's more of the strategy, you're gonna get runned over. But I wish there was less expos, or not less expos. Like I wish there was rocks on every base, and you have to kind of like work for it, to be able to get it. I feel, the game is a little too fast, where people just kind of go for the easiest route, and that's just macro. That's why I don't like battery shields. They're decent, but I'd rather have Mama Ship Core and then throw away the battery shield so we could be more aggressive. I don't want a race that I have to be defensive. I want a race that I want to be aggressive. That way, if you're not defensive, you're not taking bases and more bases and more bases and then attacking down the road. You're able to like go in there and start swinging from the beginning. But they give us battery shields, and battery shields tend to be more defensive. Like, no, give us offensive units so we can be more offensive. The game could get a bit more creative instead of just always having to deal with like a 20-minute no rush. Both players are like, turtling. Mama Ship Core was fun.
And by me, look how much mining time he's actually losing here.
I'm about to go in a meeting. All right, Custome.
That's fine by me. That's fine by me. That's okay.
Hey, good luck.
Okay.
Good luck, Custome.
Maybe that's not okay then. Maybe that's not okay. I think he has way more gas than I.
Good luck.
He only has a Stargate though. I don't have a Simon. Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's bad for me. He did lose a lot. Oh wait, this is empowered. It's in range. Wait, what? I checked. How is this in range? Blizzard, please. I'm pointing with my finger on the monitor like you can see, but you can't. What is this? Okay, I cannot keep up with the Stargate here. For sure, I cannot build a pylon actually. But it's outside of the range and it's actually powering. But I can go here. Okay, I think we go Stalkers and we go Warp Gate. I think that's my only chance here. It's getting gateway. Okay, let's get a second gate then. Like this. He's gonna get an Oracle now.
You remember the good old Day 9? What up, Swiss Bam?
That's gonna be a crit. I mean,
the Day 9 challenge.
What is
Mothership Core?
Oracle, okay. Do you think he can still build stuff here?
Yeah, I liked his Day 9 challenge. I like Pigs. Icy Foe. They were good challenges.
Actually, Oracle's gonna be
to help people like motivate to do some craziness.
Because I have no unit here. I think maybe getting a cannon is better. I don't care about the battery. Cannon's gonna be better here.
What up, James? We got Fabio.
Where's the Oracle?
Max. Sirkin.
Okay, he's scared of one Stalker, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God he's scared. Okay. He's got a Robo. Other Robo is kinda late. That's giga late.
Stargate. Oh, the Oracle.
Stupid. Nice micro of the Oracle.
That cannon is late. Okay. Just a little late.
I'm gonna lose a lot of pylons here. Yeah, I dislike my position a lot, guys. Oh, okay. Some damage on this. I don't mind that. Can I still come up? Okay, there's a Stalker on the high ground. Oh, Oracle. Nice.
Revelation.
Stalkers. I mean, do we continue attacking or what? I still have probe and a cannon, probe and a pylon. Sorry, a cannon and a pylon there. I think I'll keep the Stalker here.
See how when the game gets, it's 5 minutes in, right? It's 5 minutes in, and you have two really good players facing each other, and both probably at the moment don't even know what the hell is going on fully, right? And that's the beauty of StarCraft. You take the train off the rails just a little bit, and you got a whole fresh who knows what the hell's going on in this game, right? And the person with the better swimming and is able to like gain their balance quicker gets more control. But like Mana don't know what the hell he's gonna be doing right now because he doesn't know what Hearthstone's gonna be doing. Hearthstone doesn't know what Mana's gonna be doing. The meta's already broken into this part, which is really good. And so it's there's so much StarCraft has to offer. We're just always on the same train track.
I think we made sentries.
The one thing that SE misses a little from a wartime strategy perspective is good defense strategies. There is no much advantage at the moment to a turtle because you need to expand. Yeah, that's why you have to kind of like on the other side has to defend, keep them from expanding. And if they're trying to if they're trying to do like a turtle, you keep them from taking the next base, and because they're gonna turtle the next base too. And then there's that little battleground of keeping them from taking another base. But another time that you can strategize against a turtle is when you know there's a turtle, the turtle takes a while to take their bases. So if you know that they're gonna be a turtle, you over expand. You take more bases because you know they're gonna just hunker down. So there's still some strategies within it, but yeah, I wish there was better defense techniques or more creative ones That'd be cool. I like the Widow Mines. Definitely a good one. But like if a Raven had the Heat Seeker missile, that would be a good defense.
Isn't a warp prism? I'm not really sure. Maybe you can get some batteries here. Can I go?
Yeah, we can do team games too.
Already, right?
We can cast team games. It doesn't have to be just 1v1s.
He's getting a robot. Okay, he's gonna get a robot.
If you guys play some teams and you guys have a really good one that you guys like to share.
Oh, there's a sentry. Of course there is a sentry. Get a void ray! Oh my god, so close. So I can still make an attack here. Wait. Look at this. Look here, this guy goes back. This guy. He sees it. Yeah, I want him to see this. That's actually very good. That's exactly what I want. I would like to hide these stargates though. Yeah. See this. That's very good. I want him to see this. Okay, coming.
He wants.
Okay, I would like to expand, right? I would like to expand, please. Don't kill this. Yeah, that's pretty bad then. That's pretty bad.
He wants him to see that he's at the bottom so he can go to the top. I got him.
Lock him in.
Force field? Force field? No.
Here.
Yeah, probes are good. Get what you can get.
I'll have to recall this. You can get a lot of probes here, possibly. You gonna try to kill the Nexus with this? What? Okay, let's piss off. Please run.
Oh!
Please run.
No, you can't.
Please run.
He's just gotta. No.
Oh my god, it's gonna die. What?
Oh, that's
He has double immortal as well.
You should have recalled.
Okay, that's a GG moment, I think, if you ask me.
Yeah, you should have recalled. Got a couple workers. Recall.
How did I die?
It's faster.
I swear, if Max Pax's if this would be a Max Pax's Warpism, it would have escaped. But it's because it's minor Warpism, it has to die to the Void Ray.
I think Max Pax would have recalled. Because I know I would have recalled.
Well, he does have. Do I have an observer? Of course I don't. Why would I have an observer? Okay, we need to kill this. That's gonna be tough. If he's actually on the way with the Voidus, we're not gonna kill this. Of course he is.
The Protoss had simple gates, walls to force a player into an area. Or if cannons, spin crawlers, bunkers were really hard to kill, the game could become.
I have no way of killing an immortal though. I have 4 Phoenix. Let's kill the weak Void Ray here. Okay. Weak Void Ray dead. Oh, that's a bit annoying.
Oh.
That's a lot of sentries. Sentries are surprisingly good. Versus Phoenixes.
I mean, it's only one Void Raid. I would pick up one sentry at a time.
Double Warp Gate, I think, as well. Can you get it? Nope.
The longer you wait, the more stalkers.
He defended that, I think.
If you had a battery here, it would help.
I mean, I have what, 7 Phoenixes? He has more stalkers than I have Phoenixes, and he has sentries as well. What can I possibly do here? Okay, that's nice. Oracle dead. Nope. Nope. Okay.
Oh, there goes the battery.
I think if he was on one base, he would already be expanding anyway.
The stalkers are growing.
I think we could just go next here.
I wouldn't go for a depth.
I cannot even kill the sentries.
Oh, that's a sentry, yeah.
Yeah, he has an expansion already done, fully saturated. I think I kind of screwed up the first initial cannonage. I think I could have done it a bit better. Let's go next. Ah, we got him again.
Okay.
I must admit that after the previous game, I turned on to his stream, and he tried to avoid me, and I kept queuing. I didn't mean to stream snipe past him or anything like that. I'm not doing this on purpose.
Just killing base.
So we just queued up into each other once again because I couldn't find the game on time. But let's do this.
One thing I've learned about StarCraft is, at the end, a boring player is gonna be a boring player, no matter how you slice it. And a creative player is always gonna be a creative player. Ketrock's always gonna be Ketrock. Printef's always gonna be Printef. I'm gonna do my stuff. You don't usually go and see Printef going and turning into a standard player. You don't see Ketrock turning into a standard player. You don't see Haas turning into a standard player. So creative people are gonna be creative. And structured people are going to be structured. You know, if the simplest way to winning is a straight line, then I'm just gonna do the straight line. It don't have to be interesting. I just have to get to the finish line. A lot of people are gonna go to that because they're okay with playing boring, because boring is safe. Safe can get me what I want, which is winning. But I always think that there's a quality to winning. You know, I feel like if you win creatively, that victory is way more sweeter than just a basic victory. You know, there is a level of quality in a victory, I would assume. I know a victory is a victory, but not always does a victory feel the same as one victory than another. And so because of that, I feel like as much as you make it creative, a lot of them are going to be still boring players. The best thing to do is help the creative side more to break the boring players from being boring. You know, from playing safe. You know, make it where the environment is not as easy to be safe, and it's more rewarding to actually be aggressive. That's where the game needs to develop, is to make it where you can't just take a second base. If you take a second base, they're gonna break you. So it's better that you go one base starting off, and he goes one base starting off, and you eventually figure out when you could take a second base. You know, but a lot of people are gonna always be boring and safe. That's just, you can't control it. But I do wish that creativity is given more leverage in these games. It will definitely make it more interesting. Because look at these two players. They just started very aggressively, right? And because instead of going for that standard meta, just macro, and you know, they hit each other hard in the beginning, and it kind of like, it kind of just threw off their structure of standard meta. So then weird things happen. Mana made phoenixes. You know, Hearthstone's over there making sentries and void raids. You don't see that often, right? So that's what happens when you're forced to, headbutt in the beginning.
Game number 4, King's Cove. Okay, it's a far harder map to cannon rush on. I cannot use the same type of cannon rush that I did in the previous games. The cannon rush still can work on this map. It's like a decent map for cannon rush, but I just cannot do the same thing that I did before. Okay, I need to make sure that I actually do send the probe. Okay. I wonder if he's gonna make a pylon in his wall of like he did in game number 1. I didn't notice if he did it in game number 2. I think he did, right? Actually, I can't remember it right now. Okay, I'm gonna go here. We have just enough money. Okay, we have just enough money. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Now we go. There's enough money for a wall. Okay, here's this.
Oh. Right there, that's perfect.
Okay, that's not the perfect wall.
Oh, he could
But
have.
that's good enough because his pylon is here. I can still make cannons on the low ground. That's okay. He already knows about that. I'm gonna send one more probe then. Go here. I should not have this.
Yeah, that cannon should have, if he wanted to, right? Look at the pylons; they're not getting contested. So and this is not always he's already right there, which is expected, right? This is a ham sandwich cannon rush. It's not even a ham sandwich, it's a bologna sandwich. It's very simple. Pylon right here, expect the cannon down here, which Hearthstone already expected it. So don't expect these high level players to fall for these pylon, cannon at the lower ground. They know. And if they're good enough and they're respecting it, you're not going to have an easy time cannon rushing this area. So the best thing to do is, if the pylons aren't being contested, you pop out. You get the probe right here, you can make the cannon right here, and you pop out. He didn't think about it a little bit after, but he thought about it later. He could still cannon it. He could still cancel it. You can't be that conservative where you're like, oh, well, I already made the cannon. No, I already made the cannon. Cancel the cannon real quick, get in position, make the cannon again, pop out. There's no, oh no, it's already started. We can't stop it. It's already, like we're just gonna be stuck here. No, get out of there. Dark is creative. I like Dark. when it comes to Zerg players, I definitely watch Dark games because Dark is like somebody that goes in and goes for the punches and stuff. And hey, I'll come in. You know, we don't have to just always have like 12 bases and bunch of drones and, you know, just wait until we get all big 200 supply and then, you know, go over there and pound. No, he goes over there and, you know, starts doing some, you know, some fighting. He starts punching noses right in the start. So I really like watching Dark. You know, you don't have to win all the games, but, you know, he's got my my viewership. I like to watch him. I know something weird is gonna happen or can happen.
This happened. I didn't want this panel to keep it to stay alive. Like this. Can't get this cannon. That's somewhat okay. I don't like this. I think that's a very nice and what is this probe doing? What?
See how this cannon is not even. He could have canceled it and popped out a little while ago, and he decided not to. He decided to just stick to this, and this is gonna fail, of course. What's he gonna do here? You know.
Okay. This is not good for me.
It would have been good if he canceled it right away and made the cannon popped out. It would have been good for him. Now it's not good for him because he saw it and he's like, no, I don't want to waste a cancel. I don't want to cancel a cannon because that's going to be wasteful. And you can't think like that when you're being aggressive. Let's see. What up, Reptile? Reptile X. Hey, Flo, I just saw a replay of you on Hearthstone's YouTube. Probably ancient, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know. I don't know. Did I play him? I played him? I didn't even know I played him. I met him. I met Hearthstone. Thermal still has a lot of content almost daily on YouTube. Thermal's really good and creative too. If there's any kind of like games you guys want me to check out, I don't mind. Does he have cannon rushes too, Thermal?
Wait, what? Where's the probe? I told the probe to go. It wasn't in the corner of the base. I swear I sent down.
Oh, yeah. Do you have that? I don't think I've ever seen it. I sent him. Do you have the replay? I wouldn't mind checking it out. I don't think I've seen it. I know I sent him one. I sent Hearthstone because my viewers wanted me to send them. It's like, Flo, you gotta send that to Hearthstone. You gotta send that to Hearthstone. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try. It's up to you guys. I'll send it to him if you guys want, you know, and then you guys can like ask him to do it. So I didn't know he did it. You know, I didn't really like track it. Yeah. We'll see sometime.
The probe already. What? Yeah, that's very bad then. What happened to this? What? I must have misclicked somewhere. Oh, that's terrible. This is so bad for me right now. What am I killing? A pylon? A gateway? He's happily mining right now.
I'm sure I sent him some dirty ones.
Making cannons already. That's terrible. I legit want to leave the game right now because of the misclick with the other probe. I don't know what happened there. It's terrible. All right, let's keep on going. He'll have a stalker here, right?
See how long it took for the Zealot to pop out, and now the Stalker. He had so much time to have an opportunity to cancel that cannon and pop out.
Not do much here. I mean, that's just straight up GG. I think. Yeah, I don't care. Like, this is just too bad. What happened to the probe? I need to see. What? Okay, this is the second probe that is coming. That's fine.
For one, if you want to do a really safe cannon rush, 3 probes. 3 probes. You send one right after the pylon, you send the other one after the forge, and then when you get your second probe gets to the natural of his base, that's when you send your third one over to their third. Not their natural, but you send it to their third. So that's how I do it. If I want to be really safe and do these kind of cannon rushes where I need a third probe, I send one first after the pylon. I send the second one after a forge, but the forge one gets to the natural. The moment it hits natural, I already have a hotkey for my third one, and I just send the third one to the third. That way it's not connected, and if I really need it, I'll pull it. but if I don't need it, it'll be there for a little bit and safe, If I put the third one to the natural, they're going to see the third one and then they're going to react to it, and I don't want them to react to it. I want it to be like a surprise. So I always sneak the third one over to the third if I'm doing it that way. But that's one thing if you want to be very safe on a cannon rush. If you're sending two, be very careful how your two probes are going to be in this environment. You can't have one probe get trapped. The moment you get trapped, that's a sign saying I need my third one over here now because my second one's going to get attacked next. So you want to have 3 probes or pop out, or you pop out of a cannon. You squeeze out. How many probes do you have mining? When do you stop training probes? That really depends on what kind of cannon rusher you are. If you're going for a really heavy cannon rush, you stop probes around 14 workers. And then from 14, you stop making them because every bit counts when it comes to early timing cannon rush. That means that's an extra pylon you could afford. And that extra pylon could make a 4 pylon wall instead of a 3 pylon wall, which is harder for them to get through. But if you want to make a 3 pylon wall, you still at least have resources to be able to, with only 14 probes, to be able to make a cannon, a pylon, and then squeeze out and start making some more. If you're being very conservative as a cannon rusher, you get to 16 workers, but you better know what you're doing because you have less wiggle room in regards to pylon, creating pylons. You're not going to have some areas you might not be able to do because you don't have enough resources to do that wall. But if you're at 14 workers, you do have some money to do it. So it all depends. That the 2 worker difference is big depending on how you're cannon rushing. But you have to know what kind of cannon rusher you are, or what kind of cannon rush you're doing to kind of go, do I go heavy on probes or do I just get just enough for the cannon rush? And then if I have an advantage, I start making more workers. Remember, if you're being aggressive, you can't be thinking about macro all the time. You gotta think about the rush more than the macro. Right now you're thinking about rushing. Think about fully rushing. The macro comes afterwards. But you don't want to be like, well, I want to be half foot in and half foot out. Well, that doesn't give you strength in the rush in the first place. So you're not going to be able to get enough leverage to get your macro on, So, then that's how that's how these rushes kind of fail sometimes. You just you didn't put enough into it, and you try to like cut corners and get extra probes behind so you can launch faster. That's how you get affected. So you gotta, when you're rushing, you gotta rush. That's why Printf does the 1 base or die trying. He does 1 base so he doesn't have to worry about expanding or trying to cut corners to expand quicker. He's like, I'm gonna just put the whole steak on the grill. It's all coming to you. Every bit of it, which is stronger. It's a stronger, punch, So mana could have popped out.
We don't make a perfect wall because the probe was already here. I wanted to make one here. And because this probe was already here, I didn't like...
Well, it's how he went through. So you saw how he went. He doesn't have like good pylon cannon rush movements. What the probe's supposed to do is he's supposed to come in, right? Like, I don't think he knows where to cannon rush because I've seen him do this all the time. I see this is the spot he always cannon rushes. So it's not like it's like not new, right? So when you're gonna cannon rush this, if you're gonna pylon wall, you wanna like go this way. You wanna go this way, like when you're doing it. So when you pylon, and you're going this way, you pylon, and then you go inside and pylon. And when you're going inside, you usually do it while you're halfway in to make sure that the probe don't come in. But the way he did it, he kind of dipped in the middle.
Like a perfect wall because the probe was...
See, right? No, the probe, nothing. That probe was like a mile away. He should have been more focused on this part. He should have really been more focused. This is the most important part of the build. The most important part of the build is right here, is how you do this. And so in this case, you start off with the pylon here and keep going this way. You know?
It's already here.
Look, boom. Go down. You're making it right here. And then you body block is what you do. You body block, right? So if he would have kept going down here and made it right here, his probe will be right here and the pylon will be right here. And this probe has to be behind you. And when it's behind you, you go inside and you pylon block in. What he did is he made a pylon and he kind of dipped in. Here, look at it. Look how he's clean. He already wants to go inside. He already wants to go inside and like go in and make the pylon. You don't always have that luxury to do it. When you go in there, you have a little bit of time. You just gotta do it, where you're just bop 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 and get in there. You don't try to like get scared, put a pylon, go inside, and then pylon. That's gonna waste time. So he goes in here, right? Instead of making the next pylon as he's coming this way, pylon, boop, and then the next thing would be now dip inside and make the pylon right here. He went inside,
one here,
and then now he got pushed over here, right? He got pushed over here, and he can't make it right away because he got pushed out. See how the pylon's just like pushing him out? You have to make sure you get slingshot the other way. You get slingshot this way, and you slingshot this way. But he got pushed out and slingshot away, and you don't want to get slingshot. That's something that you kind of have to learn when you're making pylons a lot of times. If you're cannon rushing, is you have to make it halfway, so you get pushed away, and it blocks the probe from getting through. Then the probe's like, oh, I'm gonna have to follow behind you.
and because this probe was already here, I couldn't know if it...
But that would have gave him this spot, which is a better position. In this case, it doesn't do it too much, but how he walked in there, he could work on it for sure. But he made the wall, and the wall was good. Either way, though, the wall was done. So there's nothing wrong about him doing this other than like the technique.
He's going to bump into the pylon if he's going to the low ground. Because ideally you want to make a pylon here, then you have much more space with this, but I kind of panicked here. Maybe.
But he also didn't need it in this particular game. But it is true. You do want to have it this way, and that's why you want to do it. You want to go down ways when you're making pylons, down ways and inside.
Could have cancelled. No, I couldn't because he immediately moves here with the probe. Look at this, at the movement. But what happened to the probe that I sent? Look at my vision. I go here. I know I'm going to lose the probe. I sent the probe right now. Look at this. This is the probe. What happened to it? This probe moves. And then?
Oh yeah, he attacked. He's surprised like that, mother effer. Yeah, he attacked, moved instead of moved command. And so the probe is right there following. You kind of do want to follow that probe though.
He moved it. And then it leached on this freaking scouting probe of Custome. That's what happened. I'm waiting for the probe to arrive, so I know it's going to be a decent timing so I can kill the gateway before the stalker comes out. But it actually, oh my god. Freaking StarCraft, man. Oh, so bad.
But he's not talking about the probe that he can pop out.
Man, I really wanted a shot at Redemption versus Custome after doing so well with the cannons in game number 1 and very well in game number 2 up until the point I just kind of screwed up. Game number 3 was a complete disaster, and I'm not happy about it, man.
Why he's not using Hearthstone's pylon for the wall? He could in this circumstance, but you'd have to, like, what you could do is you could put a pylon right here, use the gateway as well, and then this way. You can do like kind of like this. 3 right here, 1 right here. That would be 4. That would be perfect. You could put 1 right here and then 3 right here as well. 4 is my favorite. 4 is my favorite. But at the same time, it's just a choice. This is always going to change a little bit. So when you go in there, you got to have like plan A, B, and C type of cannon rush. So when you go in there, you already know. But this is his favorite. So because it's his favorite, he's most likely going to go to this one than anything else in this circumstance. But right here, I don't even know if you'd have to make a cannon right here, which means you have to put a pylon right here and pylon right here. But you could do it. pylon right here, pylon right here. I don't like 2 pylon walls though, so I would make a 3 pylon wall right here, and right here, and that would be a good one right there. We utilize his pylon. We make a 3 pylon wall to make it harder for him to kill all 3, and we have room for a cannon and another pylon, and then boom. So yeah, that is another option by utilizing his pylon. Just don't get stuck with just doing 2. You don't want to just do 2. You don't have the luxury of maybe the other probe comes in and does his cannon, your cannon behind it, because 2 pylons might depower, and then you don't have another power for the cannon, and you're done. So always don't get greedy. Just 3 is always a perfect pylon count.
At the movement. But what happened to the probe that I sent? Look at my vision. I go here. I know I'm gonna lose the probe. I sent the probe right now. Look at this. This is the probe. What happened to it?
But yeah, so it's Spam. You could use it in that circumstance. You could actually use his wall against them.
One, and very well in game number 2, up until the point I just kind of screwed up. Game number 3 was a complete disaster, and I'm not happy about it. But I should still be happy to beat him in 2 games with Zerg, and one game with Zerg, 1 game with Protoss, and then losing twice to his Protoss. I still think it's fine. Till we meet again, because right now we have a barcode Protoss that we are facing, but that means more cannon rush that I can do, just like I did versus Hearthstone before. I can go here.
I always check the walls.
I probably should have chrono boosted out, but it's not a big deal.
I do a cannon rush and save the
not a big deal. This map is kind of large, so by the time that
exactly,
arrives,
that's why I use their walls against them.
We got a decent pylon wall off.
If you could,
like this. They're going to the main. I think I'll go to the main first. Let's see.
Like right there. The moment you walk in, your brain needs to like be comfortable with cannon rushing, where you already know where to do it. The moment you pop up and you see the formation, you should already have that mental game plan. Okay, when he does this, boom. This is right here. Look, 3 pylon wall, not 2, 3, and you're good to go. You're just asking to get cannon rushed.
This is bad. This is better. 2 pylon wall. Okay, we can go to the lower ground. I think it's somewhat okay. We just need to keep this guy alive. Go here. Getting a gas. Okay. Keep this guy.
I mean, that pylon's just saying I want a cannon rush over there. So you got to be careful on that spot. And then you got to be careful where he's doing it over here. Which obviously there's going to be a cannon at the bottom. But you can't do anything because the gateway's here. So that's going to be cannoned. Unless you cancel the gateway. I mean, that's the thing about these. Sometimes it's way easier to just cancel the gateway, make it real quick. Sometimes they don't even see it coming because they don't expect you to cancel right away. And they're like, oh, what? Shoot. You know, that kind of messed up my game plan.
Alive?
I just make sure I get my gas first. You know? I make sure I get my gases while I do that.
Cannon, but I can make it here. Fine by me. Okay, he's pulling a lot of probes.
Now he's pulling.
He will try to break through here.
Oh yeah, now he's pulling. Yeah, we might be getting in there, but he should have done that a long time ago. Should have respected it a long time ago.
Isn't he? I should have cancelled this, I think. We're gonna break through here.
Yeah, it's gonna get a gateway or a pylon. Yeah, it's already too late now.
Here, I lost the problem. I didn't. Keep following this. Gonna have 2 cannons here. I have no high ground though.
And you let the probe. Well, I like the pylon. I think he's gonna make a pylon so he can get in, but he's still got vision.
Oh, he fully walls in. Okay, that's interesting. I could make something out of this here. Maybe? You think? That's so silly. Yeah, I mean, maybe I can keep the gateway here. But he's gonna lose both pylons.
Pylon.
Actually, let's get through. Go through here. Okay, we're gonna lose this. Gonna have this pylon the power, but this gate is gonna finish. Is it in range? It's not in range, is it? Okay. This pylon's gonna be in range. We can maybe still kill some stuff here.
See, wouldn't it have been better if you cancel the gateway and get inside, make sure you mess up his whole game plan than to deal with cannons right here? Now you gotta deal with cannons. Way better to keep them from happening in the first place.
This gateway will have to be cancelled, I think. Okay, go here. Please don't lose the probe though. Don't lose the probe, it's very important. Okay. It's gonna be in range of the cannon. That's a bit bad. Let's go here.
I do like the cannon. He's defending with cannons.
I cannot save it. I had no money to build. I will keep the high ground though. This should be cancelled, okay. What happened to the probe? I think it got killed. I killed it, okay, that's good. Can't boost the zealot. I need to be in range of this cannon though. Yeah, that's not ideal.
Get
Wait,
him on
doesn't
his
give me,
face.
okay, he cancelled it. I think that's still okay. I think that's still okay, so I will have a gateway here. I have a 7 score. I will kill this gateway no matter what, because this cannon doesn't cover the entire thing, I think. Let's see if I can go up a bit. Force him to move the zealot away. There's a cyber core actually. Okay, he doesn't have the second gas for a while.
Oh.
Really nice. Actually,
Oh, nice
that was a
pullback.
very good surround with the probes.
Oh, I
Very
like
clean.
that.
That was good. Well done. I will not. Maybe I could have kept the zealot alive. Okay, no gateway for you. Very good. No stalker, nothing. Go here. Okay, nice. We have very good this. Okay, I think we play Robo here or Stargate. I'm not sure. I think Stargate would be better because he has less gas than me and he cannot have stalker to deal with my void ray. So, kill this. Very good. I think the moment he sees the adept, he could potentially leave the game. He has nothing to do with the adept, other than a very good surround. Stargate, okay.
Yeah, good
Okay,
surround
let's
is
cancel
important.
This then. Then wait for 2. Get this. Can I attack him here? Okay, yeah, he has to use the zealot here. Okay, he's making a semi-wall off here. 2 adepts now. He's gonna
He
be
said,
much
"No,
harder
you got
for him
it
to
coming
deal with
in."
this. Got a
I wanna make it hard for
He cannot
you.
defend this easily. Let's just force on the focus on the zealot. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Gonna have
Oh, that
less
zealot's
stuff to
already
worry
almost
about,
dead. That
less
sucks.
stuff for us to worry about. A lot of probes gonna be dead. Just need to micro properly.
Ain't that the truth? He needs to
Yeah,
stall.
ready
Red
first.
needs to stall.
Probe. Okay, he's trying to save them as much as possible. Oracle first. This guy's crazy.
Well, he's got a stalker coming out probably.
Dude, you're
So
about to die and you're trying to harass
I think the
me.
stalker
Okay,
will
this is
help out
plain
and then
wrong.
get a void raid.
Unless what? I mean, he can use the Oracle to kill my adepts. That's the only thing that really comes in mind. He could have not enough money for this. I should have shot it a bit faster, I think. That's still fine. He doesn't have enough for an energy recharge. What is he going to deal with the Void with? Like, what does he have? An
Stalker.
Oracle to deal with the Void right now. We'll just go in. We'll just go in and he's gonna rage quit, I swear. There's a Stalker. Wait, he has double gateway, maybe? Oh, he has War Brigade. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Never mind, never mind. We're cool. Let's use his battery here. Get the Stalker, maybe? Is that a mistake? That's a mistake. Shit. Go back. Please don't lose the void. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Okay.
he got saved by Red's own wall.
He overcharges. Don't lose the void ray. Okay, we'll lose this. Okay, we're fine. Second void ray. That is distracting him.
Oh, the stalker goes down.
Very good setup here. We're also in range of his gateway somewhat. Yep. Don't kill the fort. Like, we can actually kill the gateways here. So the cannon's gonna be in range. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Kill this. Where's the Oracle? I have like 5 probes that are idle. Can go here.
Oh man, that pylon over there is
Wait,
getting
wait, wait,
vision
don't.
for the cannon.
Let's keep building a void race now, right? Then we kill the pylons. That's gonna be better. Gonna stop him from this. The fact that he has a warp is a bit annoying. Okay, he's coming in now. He's gonna have 1 void ray soon, but I have triple void ray. I need to make sure that I don't use the prismatic alignment like an idiot, though. I can use it on his void ray only. Otherwise, we'll just die. Cannot use it on the stalkers. That's a bad choice. You do it only on his void ray. Let's go.
Oh, that
Perfect.
void ray got taken out.
Go back to the wounded stalker. Okay, we lost 1, but that's fine. He loses so much more. And I have
Another void raid on the way.
Expand here. I should have expanded here, to be honest. Should make a nexus there. Would have been so much better. Go here. We'll transfer some probes here. Get this. Where's the Oracle? Did the Oracle die or? Oh, mistake from my side maybe. Nice micro with the stalkers, but not enough firepower here. He's got an observer here. We're just getting information about what he's going to do. Okay, there's the Oracle back, but we have a cannon. GG.
GG.
That's a lot of G's. That is as many G's as it gets.
Well
Pretty
played.
much. Let's go. That was good.
Okay. Where are we at? Europe? Let's see. Some cannon Russian. Some random. Face of a man seeing mana from heaven. Oh, but I do a lot of cannon Russian. See, made a wall using their gateway, cancel it. All his probes, shut them down. Sometimes when the cannon rush is too far away, it's best to ignore the cannon rush and go for a proxy void. Yeah, so it's bad. You gotta know when to when you're cannon rushing, you gotta know when to like pull away. Like when you feel like you gotta cut the cord in macro. Whether it be going into like a void raid rush or fast expand or going into blink stalkers, you know, you have to know when you feel like you lost your leverage. I know my sleep's been all weird. I've been up since like early morning. Try and get some music. It's still early morning, right? 36. 6 in the morning.
Big job. What's going on? SCV ready.
Oh man.
Bad news. SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. Huh? Yep. We'll butter my biscuit. Sure thing. Yo. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. SCV ready. Yes. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Move it. Ah! You scared me. SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. We hear you. I'm going.
Base is under attack.
Bad news. Big job, huh? Go ahead. SCV ready. What's going on? Huh? Well, SCV ready. Roger. SCV ready. SCV ready. Big job, huh? Who wants some? SCV ready. Bad news.
Base is under attack.
Go, go, go!
Command center upgrade complete.
This better be good. By the number been waiting on you. Arm wants some. Gangway coming through. You gonna give me? Yep. Go. Big bad news. Huh? What's going on? Ah! You scared me! In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. Huh? SCV ready. Yeah. SCV ready. I'm go. Big jump. Go ahead. SCV ready. SCV
Okay.
ready.
Add-on
Get a
complete.
Raven.
SCV ready. SCV ready. You're the boss. SCV ready. SCV ready. Ah! It's bad news. In the rear with what's SCV ready. SCV ready.
Online.
Get my 800. Not supply blocked. Nice. Steel armor.
Big job, huh? Go ahead. In the
Okay.
rear with the SCV ready. Gotcha.
Add-on. Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
Okay.
Bad news. Who called in? SCV ready. Gotcha. You're the boss. This better be good. SCV ready. SCV ready. Oh, really? SCV ready. Bad news. Big job, huh?
Engineering at your disposal.
SCV ready.
State your request.
Add-on complete. Add-on.
SCV ready. Will do. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Research complete. Our SCVs are under attack.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Systems prime.
Well? Ah! You hailed?
Mineral field depleted.
In the rear with the gear. Huh? Bad news. SCV ready.
Yes, Commander.
Go ahead.
Patching you through.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Add-on complete.
State your ready.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
En route.
Huh? SCV ready. What's going on?
Well?
SCV ready.
Base command center upgrade complete.
Yeah, whatever.
Online.
SCV ready.
Ready for the state.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to roll out.
Oh, really?
Research complete.
You well?
Taking some fire here. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
I'm in deep.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Yes, Commander. Well? Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. Oh, really? What is it?
Cyclone come.
Yes, Commander. Oh, what is it? Squadron on. Yes, Commander. Well,
Huh? Yeah.
what is it?
Bad news.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
Supply block again. Whoopsie.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
My
What's going
worst
on?
habit.
Big job, huh?
Yes, Commander. Engage.
In the rear with the gear.
This ought to be good. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
You hailed?
Base is under attack.
Patching you through.
Cyclone receipt comms open.
Well?
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to roll out.
Ready for action.
It's a trap!
Fueled up, ready to go.
Whatever that. Patching you through.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to roll out.
Well?
In the rear with the gear.
Comms open.
Give us your best shot!
Mineral field depleted.
Yes, Commander. What is it? Take it slow. Fueled up, ready to go.
Mineral field depleted.
Channel's clear, boss.
Mineral field depleted.
Yes, big job, huh?
Got a target in mind? Cyclone on. Cyclone.
Command center upgrade complete.
Yes, Commander.
Channel's clear.
Patching you through.
Need something blown up?
This ought to be good.
What is it? Well,
Cyclone receiving. Cyclone en route. Show me who you want to die. I get ya.
Mineral field depleted.
Optics online. Let's go kill something.
oh really?
Speak up! What's going on?
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Hell? What is it?
Big job, huh? Bad news? Go ahead. SCV ready.
Systems go.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
You got a Raven.
Well. Yes, Commander.
What's that?
What is
This ought to be good. Moving into position. Oh, I'll get there. In gear.
oh really?
Raven online. Awaiting orders.
Show me who you want to die. You got
Go ahead.
Scanning battle. Combat. State your request. Raven online.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Ready to raise some hell.
Six online. Let's go kill something.
Ready to raise some hell. Ready to raise
Enemy contact.
Ready for engineer.
SCV
Mineral field depleted.
Scanning battlefield. Combat.
ready to raise some hell.
Scanning battlefield.
SCV ready. Go ahead.
Awaiting orders. State your request. Combat.
Systems go.
Ready to raise some hell.
Ready for service. Command authority registered.
Focus.
Awaiting orders.
SCV ready.
Let's go kill something.
Hell yeah.
Scanning battle engineering.
You got coordinates or what?
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. What's going on?
Ready for state your
What's our target? SCV ready.
awaiting orders.
Mineral field depleted.
Gotcha. Bad news. In the rear with the gear.
Engineering.
Light it
Base is under attack. Vespene geyser exhausted.
All day long.
State your request.
Hear me.
Add-on complete.
Engineering awaiting order.
Command center upgrade complete.
What's going on?
Battlefield. State your request.
Add-on complete. Base. Our SCVs are under attack.
Coordinates of what?
Ready to plunder. Armed and
Comms open.
go ahead. Ah! You scared me. This better be good.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Got a target.
Got any extra firepower?
Base mineral field depleted.
Ready to plunder.
Lay it on me. What's our target?
This better.
What's that? Got no bait.
Enemy contact.
I'm in deep.
Ready to plunder. Ready to plunder.
I'll get there.
Ready to plunder. Wait. Let's get into the fight. Transformation. Ready. Fighting. I hear you. You're gonna get me. Armed. This better be good. One. Armed and ready to plunder.
Go ahead. Need something. What? They?
Ready to plunder. You're the boss.
Speak up.
Mineral field depleted.
Bad news. What's going on?
Give us your best.
Ready to raise some hell. Huh?
What's go ahead? Got
Ready to plunder. Word. You ready for war? Big job, huh? Go ahead. Where's the hot? Ready to raise some hell. Yeah! All day long. Smoking. Right on. Are you waiting on you? Talk to me, boss. Sounds ready to raise some hell. Burn rubber.
We got him. Should I go for that Broodlord switch?
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Pedal to the metal. Is that it? Do this. That's right with me.
Yeah, he creeped everything. But you know what? We took out that creep, right? Make sure that creep don't come around here no more. Lodges don't come around here. Sappy. What up, Martin? How you doing? Yeah, Zergs like some Zergs like to really creep fast. So I go for two BCs so I can force out corruptors, but also to kill the creep, because I got the Raven right here. This helps me at least for the creep not to get too crazy right away. Should have killed more though. Could have probably killed more creep. Okay. Well, he got me there with that command center. Maybe I'll do liberators, a couple liberators with the PF. That way I hold down the third. So I'll do that next. I'll add 2 liberators to the build. Saw the corruptors. What up, Shadow? I went right to. I knew his hydras are away on the wrong angle, so I'll take a base. Oh, that one's available. Now kill all that creep. In case we lose the battle, at least we kill the creep first. But while he's trying to regroup, gives us time to kill this off. That way they don't have eyes on the map. Broodlords are slow, so oh, you want to be over here? He's like, oh shoot, I gotta go. Damn right you do. And then the same BCs, where I got the BCs, I just turn them into reactors and then just get double starport Viking. You get me? So I take advantage of the 2 starports from the early start to force a bunch of corruptors. Those corruptors turn into a lot of broodlords, and I use the same 2 to make a lot of Vikings. And then just flip it again. Base now. Do you think Ravens should be used more against her compared to the constant scan spam? I think it just depends on the person's play style, but I do feel like one Raven really helps, so you don't burn up your observers or your scanning. I actually do, but it depends on, can you get that Raven out there with some units to make it happen? Because if you go out there with some like cyclones, usually like roaches come after you and lings come after you with the Raven, and then the queens come and make the creep tumors again. So that's why I'm going with like BC and Raven, so that I can get the Raven to go. For one, it helps me versus the queens. If the queens try to engage, I just throw in some turrets along to help out the BCs. But then I'm using it so I can kill the creep off, so I don't use as many scans. Imagine you killed the beginning and start of the creep early on, and they can't creep as much. But then because they can't creep as much, you don't use as much scans to kill the creep. And then usually at the mid game, when things get all crazy, they end up not creeping as much. The players kind of like stop creeping at a certain point because there's too much going on, and so if you can kind of slow down the creep till there, where it's like we're getting to a point where you're not going to be easily creeping, that I could see a benefit. But I've been trying to use that Raven so I can kill the creep. Sometimes I actually made the Raven get killed. Yeah, that's their Raven's expensive. That's why I'm going for a two BCs and Raven, so I can actually deal with the queens, and then while they're trying to protect the creep, you try to attack the creep with some ground. They'll come with queens to try to protect it, and so we're trying to eliminate the like 5-6 queens coming at you like, what are you doing? It's my creep. If you go with the BCs, it's like, what? Get out of here, queens. They're like, oh shit, back to the queen, back to the hatch. So yeah, that's why I've been kind of like fiddling with it. No problem, Shyrad. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, did you? Or I'll check him out after. Ooh. Oh, wait, oh. Nobody's picking right now, so let me see if I could take a look. Under general? Or where? Oh, okay. OMG. I'll see if I can add that one. No, not that one. In art? Excuse me. Emotes? Oh, emote ideas. Oh, to the Discord. Oh, I got you. You added them to the Discord. Oh, nice. I wasn't sure what you meant. Okay, so now we have those. Oh, okay. I thought you made different ones. That's cool. Sorry, my sleep is like all weird. Play one more and get a little quick rest. That way we can play all the rest of the day. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'm adding some already. I gotta make some new ones too. Gotta eat something too. Oh, it's 55 seconds. 4, 5. We thought you were gonna get me with the Reaper? Take a quick break. I gotta eat something, get a quick rest, and then I'll be on in the morning, so in 2 hours. That Reaper. Oh man. Alright. I'll see you guys soon. Peace. I'll be back in